From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
I'm Tisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 6th, 2016. A rocket fired from Gaza once again landed in southern Israel today. The rocket landed in an open area in the Eshkol Regional Council and no damage or injury was caused. Yesterday, a rocket landed in the middle of a street in the southern city of Sderot, damaging the road as well as several vehicles and homes and sending 3 Israelis to the hospital suffering from anxiety attacks. The IDF once again today responded to the rocket attack with tank fire, targeting Hamas terror sites in southern and central Gaza. After the rocket attack today, head of the Eshkol Regional Council, Gadi Yarkoni, told Israel's Army Radio yesterday it was a Qassam, referring to the type of rocket, in Sderot. Today it was us in Eshkol. This cannot continue, not even for a few days. We will not accept a return to the sporadic fire on communities bordering Gaza, which is something that was over 2 years ago. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, announced today the arrests last month of 6 Arab Israelis who were plotting terror attacks. The 6 are residents of the village of Gajar in northern Israel. They are suspected of smuggling explosives from terror group Hezbollah in Lebanon to be used in attacks in the Israeli city of Haifa. The plan was revealed when the explosives, which had been hidden in a field and whose location the suspects reportedly forgot about, were discovered by an Israeli farmer and turned over to police. The U.S. State Department strongly criticized an announcement made by Israel of new construction in the West Bank. Yesterday, Deputy State Department spokesman Mark Toner said it is deeply troubling in the wake of Israel and the U.S. concluding an unprecedented agreement on military assistance designed to further strengthen Israel's security, that Israel would take a decision so contrary to its long-term security interest in a peaceful resolution of its conflict with the Palestinians. Toner also cited the recent passing of former Israeli President Shimon Peres, who he said was a champion of peace, and that such building in the West Bank by Israel undermined the prospects of the two-state solution that Peres so passionately supported. The construction plans refer to 98 housing units in the West Bank settlement of Shiloh, being built to compensate homeowners in the nearby outpost of Amona, which is being demolished. Israel's foreign ministry rejected the State Department's remarks, saying that the housing units do not constitute a new settlement and will not change the municipal boundary of the already established settlement of Shiloh. The ministry further said that the real obstacle to peace is not the settlements, a final status issue that can and must be resolved in negotiations between the parties, but the persistent Palestinian rejection of a Jewish state in any boundaries. A professor has been suspended from a Canadian university for promoting anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and denying the Holocaust. Anthony Hall was suspended without pay from the University of Lethbridge in Alberta, pending the outcome of an internal investigation into possible violations of the Human Rights Act. B'nai B'rith Canada had called for Hall's termination after they exposed an anti-Semitic image posted to Hall's Facebook page back in August, which led to a police investigation. B'nai B'rith Canada CEO Michael Mostyn said it is gratifying to see that the university has taken decisive action and has chosen to protect their students and their reputation as an institute of higher learning. HBO is partnering with Israeli TV studios Keshet. Deadline Hollywood reports that the drama the two are partnering on will be filmed on location in Israel next summer. It will depict the real-life story of the 3 Israeli teenagers, Gilad Sher, Eyal Yifrach, and Naftali Frankel, who were kidnapped and murdered in the West Bank by Hamas terrorists in June of 2014. The project is set to be directed by award-winning Israeli filmmaker Joseph Cedar and executive produced by former HBO president Michael Lombardo. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, October the 6th. At 7 o'clock, Talmud study with Mordechai Becker. At 8, Rabbi Eli Confer explores the ways in which prayer was initiated and conceived in relation to temple sacrifice. That's from a morning of learning by Mechon Hadar and Schechter Westchester at Solomon Schechter of Hartsdale, New York. At 9 o'clock, rabbis from different movements of Judaism share their views on the reality of God for the observance of Yom Kippur, with Orthodox Rabbi Mitchell Wahlberg, Conservative Rabbi Rachel Ain, and Reconstructionist Rabbi Steve Gutto on L'chaim with Mark Golub. And at 10:15, Rabbi Harold Kushner discusses his latest book at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, Mark Golub speaks with Dr. Kenneth Levin, author of The Oslo Syndrome, Delusions of a People Under Siege, who responds to the depiction of the backstory of the Oslo Accords as depicted in J.T. Rogers' new Broadway play at Lincoln Center, Oslo. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 6th, 2016. I'm Tisha Bader.